Welcome to Orsini's Uncensored Mind, and now your host, AJ Orsini.
How the hell is everybody out there? This is AJ Orsini, and I am your host of Orsini's Uncensored Mind, and I am feeling awesome once again because you guys know it is about that time. Now, normally you guys hear me speak and get all kinds of shit off my chest, but today is a different day. It's about that time again, and I'm here with a guest. It is interview time, and this is your faithful host, AJ Orsini, here to lead the charge, episode 37. And before we get to our guest, and believe me, I am just chomping at the bit to get to this guy, because this is one of the most interesting fucking guys that I've literally ever met in the business, and I'm glad that he's here with me today. He is in the house of O, folks. He made the trip to Brooklyn. He's here, and I'm going to get to him in just 1 second. But so much has happened this week, I got to let you guys know a few updates on what's been going on. One of the things that I've been talking to you guys about, or at least teasing for the last few weeks, is another platform to catch the show on. That was the plan. The plan was to get another platform to get the show on so you guys can hear it. But it morphed into some other shit. There's a lot it morphed into some other shit. So I did get the platform. I am going to be on another platform now. It's on Listening Notes is what it's called. Listen Notes, sorry. Listen Notes is what it's called. And not only did I get chosen to be on the webpage and have the show stream there, but we also sat down and had an interview. I was interviewed about the show. That interview is now pinned to the top of the Orsini's Uncensored Mind Facebook page. If you want to take a look at that, hopefully you do. It's a pretty cool interview. I had a lot of fun doing it. So you guys get to learn a little bit more about me, a little bit more about the show, how I put things together, how this whole thing works, and how the whole thing goes down. You can check out that interview once again by going to the Orsini's Uncensored Mind Facebook page. I also shared it on some other social media stuff, but that's the main place where you can check that out. So now, in case you guys haven't been paying attention, and God forbid, Lord knows I've said it so many times, we're going to say it again. ajoum.podbean.com is where you can catch all of the episodes of Orsini's Uncensored Mind. This is episode 37. You can catch the previous 36 by going to ajoum.podbean.com. But if Podbean is being a bitch, and Lord knows it has in the past, there are other platforms in which you can catch the show. The show is also available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, TuneIn Radio, Castbox.fm, and now Listen Notes is another way in which you can stream the show and listen and get your Orsini's fix on. Okay, you can get your dose of O by going to those platforms and, of course, that website. There's other social media stuff in which you can check at the bottom of the page. And one other quick thing. The show has been downloaded. I've been saying this also recently. I'm up to 8 countries now. The show's been downloaded in 8 different countries, and now we have a 9th. This past week, I had a couple of downloads over in France. The last interview I did, Mike Law, his episode was downloaded in France a few times. So, Mike, if you're listening, you owe me some money. There might be some booking opportunities for you up there. They love them some Mike Law. You can check that out. So, I've been running through the list here. My first interview, EC Negro, he sits on my couch. He talks to me. A few weeks later, Create or Die takes over. Okay? After him, I have the GOAT, my old team. They're here sitting on my couch. Next thing you know, they're the longest reigning tag team champions in WXW history, down with the Anawahi family. Then I have myself being interviewed by my wife. That was a treat. I got interviewed by my wife. And a lot of great shit happened after that, if you know what I mean. I had Mike Law sitting on my couch and being interviewed by me, and we were going over the Super 8 stuff, but literally the week after the episode aired, he became the ECWA World Heavyweight Champion down there right after the Super 8 tournament. So what I'm getting at is when you sit on my couch, good things fucking happen, including for myself. So that brings me to today, and it brings me to right now, because right now the man sitting on my couch is a good friend of mine. We met about 2 years ago. We met about 2 years ago. He was introduced by a person who is very familiar to this podcast. He's been on here twice, Mr. Ian. Mr. Ian made the connection here. This guy is a rock star, a pro wrestler. This guy's dabbled in the television world. This guy's one of literally the most talented individuals I've ever met. They call him the Rock God. I'm here today with Ronnie Burton. Mr. Burton, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, man? I'm glad to be here.
Hey, man, listen, I'm super right now because I got another great talent in front of me. I've been very, very, very blessed so far with this podcast. I have such great talent in front of me, and you might be the most talented one.
Oh, I think I am. You do a lot.
Because you do a lot. Yeah, I know you do a lot. Of the things, are any of them sleep? Do you ever sleep?
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, we were talking about a lot of wrestlers like to throw, and you've been around now long enough to hear this all the time. A lot of wrestlers like to throw that term out. Life on the road. Life on the road.
Do the drives.
Yeah, do the drives, get the miles in, pay the dues. You drive the miles and pay the dues. That's the Ronnie Burton way.
Yeah.
I mean, you've traveled literally all around this country doing your thing, man.
Yeah. And, it's not easy. I carry a lot of equipment with me. I come and put on a show, not just in the ring, but as soon as I step out, it's showtime, baby.
Oh, sure. That's something you definitely know all about. Yeah. I've seen you with the spotlight on before.
Yeah.
So, as I said, 2 years ago we met, and the way that we met is I was helping promote a company, 2KW Pro, up in the Bronx, and you were one of the talents that we brought in as a new influx of talent. We were trying to bring some new guys, and you were one of the ones that obviously stood out.
I was literally back out of training from the Black and Brave for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were. Oh man, you still had that new wrestler smell, baby. You were fresh. But yeah, I was gonna get to that a little later, but you did bring it up. You are is it official to say graduate or?
Graduate,
right?
Yeah.
Graduate of the Black and Brave Wrestling School, run by Marek Brave and current WWE Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Grand Slam champ now.
Oh yeah, officially Grand Slam champ now. He's on the books.
Yeah.
So you obviously come from a school with great pedigree. But before we get to all that, because I was going to get to that in a second, but bring me back, and I like to start my interviews off with this because I like to take this journey here. Take me back to Baby Burton for just a second, because you have all these, your story is very reminiscent, and I don't know if you've heard this comparison before, but a lot like Jericho. Jericho had a lot of, you've never heard this before. No. Jericho had a lot of passions. He had wrestling, he had music, he had this creative sense about him that everything had to be a certain way, and he just had all these different ideas. And what is it like to be the kind of person where the creativity just flows all the time and you just need an outlet for something? Like, how was this from when you were younger? Like, I love pro wrestling, I love music. What kind of loves did you have besides those two?
I played football when I was a kid, but I really loved wrestling. I was wrestling and guitars. It was pretty much ruled my childhood. It
ruled it. It dominated your life.
Yeah, I would literally sit when I was like 11 or 12 years old watching, Scott Steiner come out. I fucking loved Scott Steiner. I thought he was the coolest dude in the world. Because I was sitting there 11 years old. I'm like, holy fuck, that guy's bigger than Arnold. I would watch Nitro and just curl. I'm 11 years old. All I had was a 30-pound dumbbell. I would curl it the whole fucking show.
That's a long show. 3 hours.
Arms. Yeah,
3 hours of curl.
I would just sit there and just as soon as Steiner came
trying to get the largest arms in the world, baby.
Big Papa Pump. I wanted those. I wanted all the hoochies.
He was and the fact that he was a genetic freak didn't deter you. You said, you know what, I'm going to get there too.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I'm going to look like when I'm older.
And now look at those arms right now.
I met him down at WrestleMania this year. I got a picture with him.
Hey man, listen, we're gonna get to all that, man. King of the Ring was down there in New Orleans this WrestleMania weekend, brother. I'm telling you, with you, it's gonna be really hard to contain this to the 2-hour format. There's so much to talk about.
Talk about the creative outlet. This is just one of like millions of notebooks I have. I don't even get to write everything down when I'm not near one of my notebooks. Yeah. And I could write it on my phone, but I always forget.
Yeah. But for those of you listening, he actually has a notebook. It's a black leather bound notebook in front of him. That's what he was lifting. So you have many volumes of this.
Many volumes, yeah. Of just stupid ideas of like, I got to get to this. I got to film this. I got to do this. I got to write this. I got to record this. I got to make this happen. I do, if it comes to me and I know there's a way to do it, or a means to do it, I'm gonna do it. You're not gonna stop me.
And it doesn't seem that you're limited by any particular thing.
No.
I mean, you pursued music, you pursued wrestling, you dabbled a little bit in the TV world, and we're going to get to that also. But when you were younger and you had all these creative ideas, and you're doing the curls, and you're watching Nitro, and you're getting all pumped up, what was the first passion when you said, okay, I'm going to pursue this, right? I'm going to do it, because you don't. Or did you? That's actually a better question. Did you pursue them all at once? I mean, like, were you taking music lessons first, or
I never
were
took
you
a music lesson because
never took a music lesson?
I had to beg my father to get me a guitar. The only way he was going to allow me to do that is that we had an acoustic guitar in the house. It was an old one. Someone had that passed it down. It was had like 3 strings on it. He said I had to learn how to play "Whiskey in the Jar," which is an old Irish song that Thin Lizzy did, and then Metallica redid in 1998. He said I have to learn "Whiskey in the Jar, or I can't have a guitar." So I sat and listened to "Whiskey in the Jar" a million times, and figured out which notes they were playing on the 3 strings I had on this acoustic guitar. I finally went down to him. I said, "Check this out." And he's like, "All right." Got me a guitar.
I wanted to see if it was worth his while, right?
Yeah, right. I was like,
and you played it to the point where you were done with both whiskey and jars. You didn't want anything to do with either of them after that.
So he got me the guitar. It was okay, great. I got this little starter pack guitar thing.
And how old were you when you got this kit?
I was probably 11. I think 11 or 12.
So you're curling and you're thrashing.
I'm curling, I'm
11 was
thrashing.
a big year for you.
Yeah, man. I got the Injustice for All album. I would play that. Watch wrestling, curl. I had a trampoline in the backyard too, so I did trampoline wrestling.
Of course, yes.
All the local kids. We had our own entrances. We made belts. We had wooden belts. Then we went to Joanne Fabric, and then we had black fabric.
You had wooden belts.
Wooden belts because we spray painted them gold.
Oh, okay, right.
So we could cut the. We had different belts. We had the TV title. We had the World Heavyweight title. We had tag team titles.
Nice.
And then we had metal nameplates that we put sticker letters on. So if I was the champion, I'd had my nameplate. And if this guy's the champion, he had his nameplate.
And what year was this? You already had nameplates?
Yeah, 99, 98, probably.
Man. You were following the old WCW World title route, right?
I still have my nameplate. I found it like a couple months ago. I was like, holy shit, look at this.
So now I'm glad you have it.
My name was Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah,
formerly known as your own formerly known as segment.
Yeah.
Shotgun. Wow.
Yeah.
I
started in the backyard.
I always feel terrible because I've been ajorsini my whole career. Yeah, literally the first name I ever came up with as a wrestling secondary name was AJ Orsini, because it was like the way that I came up with my name is that the first one of my favorite wrestlers from back in the day, well, not back in the day, but Alex Shelley's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I remember seeing him for the first time, and he combined names from family members together. That's how we got Alex Shelley. So my actual name is Anthony Jr. From my father. He's Anthony, so AJ, and my mother's maiden name was Orsini. So AJ Orsini was like a thing, and I've had this name for 22 years now, and it won't go away. Yeah. I'm glad it doesn't now, because now it means something. But because I got this show here, but as you were going through all this creative outlet, and you're thrashing, you're curling here, you're getting up there. When did Ronnie Burton start? Was that like a later thing? Like
that was
name?
Very later.
Because Shotgun was the backyard name, but now
Ronnie Burton came while I was in Black and Brave.
While you were at Black and Brave.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get.
I had the idea.
Right.
I had the gimmick. I just didn't have the name. And I went through a lot of like, I'm gonna come up with this awesome freaking name and blah blah blah. And I looked for like all kinds of weird things and just things that didn't hit. And then someone told me, I don't know if it's true or not, but they told me that when Daniel Bryan went to NXT or whatever, went to WWE, Regal was the one that told him to make it Daniel Bryan because it's chantable. Daniel Bryan. So I was like, fuck, man, let me figure out 4 syllables there. Ronnie Burton. There you go. And Ronnie is from Ronnie James Dio, and Burton is from Cliff Burton, the former first bassist. Well, not the first, but the first bassist on record for Metallica.
Oh, okay.
So
you took 2 loves there, you put them together, and included them into your other love.
2 metal gods to create the ultimate metal god, rock god.
Now, you're originally from New York, are you not?
Yeah.
You're from Long Island?
Yeah.
Or what section of Long Island?
Deer Park.
Deer Park.
Suffolk
Oh
County.
man, I know way too much about
Yeah,
Deer Park.
NYWC's right over in that town.
I've spent way too much time in that building in my career. But you're from New York. You're from Long Island. So when I tell the audience, yeah, he's a graduate from Black and Brave, which
I
for
know a
those
lot
of
of
you
people I
who
run
don't
into
know,
are like, oh, I'll see you, next time you're in the town. I'm like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow then.
I'll see you tomorrow.
What do you mean? I thought you were from like Iowa. I was like, no, man, I went out there to get trained. Not from
Right,
out
but
there.
that's where I wanted to get to here. So you had all this creative stuff going on when you were a kid. You finally put it into motion, or you were deciding, okay, I'm going to pursue this.
Well, I had the three passions were guitar, wrestling, and film.
Film, right?
I was kind of forced to go to college.
Okay,
Parents were like, you're not fucking going to wrestling school.
right.
So I had a friend that was going to somewhere. I think it was Mikey Whipwreck's thing he had going on, like 2000, early 2000s.
Right.
I was like, Danny's doing it. And they're like, I don't give a fuck what Danny's doing. You're not going to wrestling school. You're going to go to college. So I was like,
Really wish you would have been a part of that class. That was a great class.
I tried not to go to college. I filled out my college application in the cafeteria and got like brownie on it. And there's like grease stains on it. I was like, fuck it up. I made a Jackass video when I was a kid, and it was called She Dong.
She Dong.
Dong, yeah.
D-O-N-G.
D-O-N-G. It was just two random words we picked. It was
Yeah.
funny as hell. Met Ice-T once, and we got him to do a video intro for us.
Right.
And we're explaining, we're like, She Dong. And he's like, She Dong? I'm like, She Dong. He's like, She Dong? And we're like, yeah, She Dong. He's like, you mean like girl shit?
You mean?
And we were like, just laughed. We were like, yeah. Ice. He's like, all right. And he goes, all right, ready? And we're like, all right, go, Ice. And he's like, yo, this is your boy Ice-T, and you watching girl shit. Bitch. And then he like looked over at the rest of the people at the table. He's like, like, what the fuck did I just say?
But girl shit.
Yeah, so I had to go to college. I went to film school, and then out of college, I started working in the film industry, and once I established myself there, I got into the wrestling band Kings of the Ring. Once I did that for a few years, I had a couple buddies that talked me into getting trained to wrestle, to step in the ring. And that's when I,
Now
found
they talked
Black
you
and
into
Brave.
getting into wrestling, or talked you into specifically going to Black and Brave?
Just in the ring, I was
So you gotta do
working. I was
this.
working on a show. It was ending in January, or it ended in December, like right around Christmas time. And then I had a couple months hiatus, and I said I'm going to spend this time find a wrestling school. And I was looking around here. I was like, go to House of Glory or Create a Pro. And that's when I was like, just randomly on Instagram, and I saw Seth Rollins had a school. I was like, this is fake. He has a school?
Yeah.
Like, what active roster, at the time, it's like, what active roster guy had a school?
It's rare when
It was
they're
just
when
Shawn
they're current.
Michaels for
Yeah.
like a minute,
Yeah.
It was like, they didn't, now a couple people have them, but
Usually in retirement, like around that time,
Exactly.
usually like they
And it
do
was-
their run and then they have the
it was like
school
right
run.
when he won the belt.
Yeah,
too,
he
and I was like,
when he's at his hottest.
I was
this
like,
is
you
when he-
fucking kidding me? And then I looked
Yeah.
it up, and I was like, all right. I sent them an email. They emailed me back in like a minute. I got another responding email. They're like, you're in. I was like, okay, all right. Let's
Only
do
problem
this.
is you got to get your ass to Iowa
No,
now.
that wasn't a problem. I had the time off. And to me, I put it on Waze. It was like
Oh,
14
yeah.
hours. I was like, that's like a work day. I could do that drive. I was like, hey, let's
It's a
go.
work day on your ass though. That's a pretty long work day.
Yeah, it is. But and then the drive winds up being like 20 hours because of stopping and all that. And if you don't
Right.
time it right, you get stuck in Chicago.
So King of the Ring came before Black and
Before,
Brave.
yeah.
So let's talk about King of the Ring because a lot of your character derives from the music side, and that's the actual music side. You're a
Yeah.
guitarist for a band that does cover wrestling themes.
Yeah, all we do is, they're originals, but to us, they're originals. Our
Because
main.
you're doing your own versions of them. Right?
Well, no, we claim them. We claim them as
Okay,
originals.
yeah.
They're ours. Jim Johnson, stole them from us.
Yes.
Our lead singer, Ultimo Guapo, is Vince McMahon's illegitimate bastard child.
There it
And
is.
he has a cease and desist order to not bother him anymore.
He's currently been cease and desisted.
So, You know,
He's not allowed at the McMahon reunions.
Every
right?
time we're at we do a show, we go, we play Hogan, and then, all right, brother, here's another original, and it comes DX or something. Got another original here we're gonna play.
So who are all the members of King of the Ring here? I mean, it's yourself.
Okay, so I got an announcement, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
We have Ultimo Guapo.
All right.
Who is our lead singer, guitarist, and then we have me, Ronnie Burton. We also have a third guitarist because Guapo didn't want to play guitar anymore, so he can run around the stage a little bit more. So we got the glue meanie. He likes to sniff glue.
Okay.
And our bassist,
it's a thing of his.
we've gone through about 14 different bassists because for some reason they just die after every show for some reason. We've had...
Literal death. They turn dead.
We've had Hooven Turd Guerrero.
Hooven Turd.
We've had Hooven Turd
Guerrero.
We had Ray Pisterio.
Ray Pisterio.
And then we had Hurricanrana Ramirez. We're up to Hurricanrana Ramirez the 7th, Ray Pisterio the 2nd.
So they're numbered like Villanos?
Yeah, because we get their brothers, like a bunch of them.
Oh, nice.
So when Hooven Turd goes down...
So Dudleyville is not the only one with all...
It's like, it's the guy, George Foreman, all of his children named George. He's got 8 of them.
I think he has a girl named Georgina, too, right?
No, I think they're just George.
Even the
I think they're just, the girls are just George.
Just George.
Yeah, no, he did not change it.
George 7.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hooven Turd the 4th, or,
when you add the 4th, it makes it sound so astute, though. It's like Hooven Turd
like they're getting
the 4th.
better.
Yeah.
Like
versions. Yeah. It's an upgrade. This is like the Windows 10 of Hooven Turd Guerrero.
Yeah, exactly.
It's upgrading little by little. Oh, man. So you guys, and you're not just a local band either. You hit the road with them, too. You guys
we
are traveling.
Pretty local. We stay on Long Island. We did play in Brooklyn back in February, which was our furthest four-way.
Until you hopped over to Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't actually play. There was only just me and the glue meanie down there.
The glue sniffer.
Yeah, the glue
sniffer.
To New Orleans. He was just there. Sniffer. We just randomly ran into each other.
Oh, so he was just doing his glue thing.
Yeah,
and then
he was like sniffing glue and drinking beers, and I was like,
"It's you, you're
meanie. What's going on, dude?" And so we were hanging out. But I did want to. It was a big missed opportunity. I did want to. I tried last year to get everyone down there.
Well, next year's here.
Bar. Yeah, I know.
Listen, his eyes just got
bringing me to my announcement. I still didn't get to my announcement.
Oh, okay, all right. Whenever you're ready.
We were down there. There was a bar, like 1,000 people packed into it. It was like you go in there, it's like a courtyard.
Right.
A DJ playing entrance themes. People were going fucking nuts. And I got so pissed off. I was calling up everyone in the band. I was like, you motherfuckers. I was like, we could have been making money down here. We could have played every single... Are you kidding me?
Wrestling teams on Wrestling Weekend?
And then outside of WrestleMania, they had like a block party stage, like a real stage set up.
Right.
And it was a Journey fucking cover band. I was like, are you kidding me? I called everyone up. I was like, you fucking guys suck, man. You guys should have fucking got your...
And my boy Matt Tremont comes out to a Journey song, so it technically was a wrestling cover.
Sure. Whatever. Not one of the Kings of the Ring originals, though.
No, definitely not one of the King of the Ring originals.
But, so anyway, and to our drummer.
Right.
Now, former drummer.
Okay.
He lost his job recently. He was Roseanne's Twitter account manager. So he had to move to Florida. He's in exile.
Yeah.
So that was Big Van Vic.
Aren't they all exiled at this point?
I'm out putting an open casting call to anyone who's listening.
Okay.
If you are a drummer and you love wrestling and you love heavy metal, you need to contact the Kings of the Ring or Ronnie Burton. Find us on Facebook, social media, Instagram,
I'm going to have
Twitter.
all the social media stuff attached to this. So, we'll
get that up because we are in need of a drummer, and we're looking to play a show SummerSlam weekend in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So we need to get you in there and get you up to speed because we have like 80 original songs you need to learn.
Originals that no one's ever performed before.
You need to get caught up on all this music.
Not just SummerSlam weekend, but I mean, a few months turnaround, and WrestleMania is going to be in North Jersey. So
and we are going to go. We're trying to do a mini tour, a weekend of going down like maybe Baltimore, Philly, New
Alright,
York,
there
a
you
little
go.
circle, or go up to Boston or something. We're trying
It's
to
up
get,
to you guys, Squadavo. If you want to hear the King of the Rings perform their original songs for you, you need to hit these guys up ASAP and get ahead of the game here because it's going to get to a point where they're going to be too expensive for you. So jump on it now.
Yeah.
And get on the ground floor here. So the Kings of the Ring is definitely, like, I was listening to some of their stuff today, and I mean, you call them originals, I call them great.
Yeah.
I call them great.
Either way, yeah.
I'm one of those people, like, I love wrestling themes. It's one of the things that drew me to wrestling in the first place. My phone, my son hates using my phone because all of my recommended videos on my YouTube is all wrestling shit.
Yeah.
So he uses his mother's phone because all his shit is on mom's phone.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't fuck with my phone because of all the wrestling shit. And I listen to covers, remixes, just mashups, all that stuff. But my favorite is when it's like a live cover of the song. You have all these guys online with they'll do like drum covers of certain themes. For someone who went to Black and Brave, who essentially knows Seth Rollins the way that you do you guys have an original version of the Seth Rollins theme that you guys play live? Because that's when it comes to drum covers, that's my favorite. Just that.
Yeah,
that shit is great.
We've played Seth a few times. We did it in a medley. It's funny about all the Shield songs. Seth is the only one that has an original. If you look at it, Dean is
I
Crash Hollies or Hardcore Hollies.
Something.
And if you don't know, Roman and the Shield is Taz's music, just in a different key, in a different tuning.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
no, I'm hearing it now. Yeah.
It's the same song. Jim Johnson just recycled a lot of shit. When you go through,
is that why you think they got rid of him toward the end there? They were like, all right, he's running out of ideas.
He's running out of ideas, I think.
As a music guy, when you hear CFO stuff, are you like,
I love CFOs.
Okay.
Glue Meanie and Big Van Vic are actually very good friends with them. So they've been to our shows.
All right.
And they're King
of the Ring approved. They're King of the Ring approved.
Yeah.
Those guys are, okay, all right.
So they dig us because also the thing about Kings of the Ring, if you've ever seen Gwar, we try to like have a stage show. So it's not just like we're up there and like, okay, here's Hulk Hogan, here's Shawn Michaels.
You're punching midgets in the dick.
Ultimo Guapo is giving birth to a hand. And,
she's giving birth to a hand.
Yeah, we're power bombing people through tables, and it's a good time.
Jesus Christ.
We always do trivia, and we always give out good gifts and prizes.
Well, I'm hoping you trained your bandmates so they're not killing themselves. No, he didn't. Look, he didn't train him to do anything.
No, Ultimo Guapo. At the end of every show, we play Stone Cold, and we smash
that's
beers.
the close.
Yeah,
wow.
that's the close, and we smash beers. Then Guapo or myself, I've done it twice, I think, and I don't like doing it. But at the end of the song, he goes out there and he starts giving everyone in the audience stunners, just on a hard floor. I'm falling on his ass. I did it once. I was like, oh fuck, I'm done. I'm not doing that.
And the booker and the promoters of the venues aren't looking at Lawsuit City when you guys start doing stuff.
We play at some questionable venues. Anyway,
these are real metal fans. They're part of it.
Yeah. Well, the last place we played at in Brooklyn, they'd that guy Casanova Valentine did his death match there.
Okay.
And he actually contacted. We were going to try to play, but the whole thing with our drummer happened. We couldn't get him there, but hopefully we'll play one of those death match shows once we get our drummer in place.
That's a nice mix between metal music and fucking hardcore death shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you obviously had all these passions. Let's talk about the school for a second. How was that transition for you? Okay, you've seen wrestling 1,000 times. You know so much about wrestling going in, but now you're training. Now you're in the ring. You're bumping all this stuff. What kind of a transition was that for you? Did you take to it easily? Was it a hard thing to adapt to?
Definitely hard. First bumps. I almost like
preach it. Go ahead and tell them.
Okay.
I tell them all the time. So somebody else explain it to them for once. Yes.
This is the best part. One of my favorite parts about Black and Brave is that it's a 13-week course. The first week is just he tests you, and you basically go in there and do CrossFit for 5 hours. It's super intense. Like, I feel like Navy SEAL training, kind of deal. Like, just trying
cardio
to
stuff,
destroy us.
Yeah, essentially.
All right. So we get that over.
Thin the herd. He wants to thin the herd.
Exactly.
Right.
2 people dropped out in my class the first day. One guy came back on the second day, but he just showed up and was like, I can't do this. The other guy I had some crazy excuses. It's crazy. I like the weird excuses people come up with instead of just saying like, I can't fucking do this, man. Like they'll be like, oh, like,
my rotator cuff.
Yeah, my great aunt's dog has a brain tumor and I gotta go home now. They had one guy in one class from Ireland come over, got here, landed in the airport. And I forget what the deal was, but something happened and he went home. Never even came. But that's the thing. He
flew all the way to Iowa.
All the way to Iowa, landed
from
Ireland, and something happened. I forget the details, but he didn't even leave the airport. Just got back on a plane. So you go there. It's a 12-week course. You pay your money up front, and you're free to quit whenever you want. No refund, but just know you're going home on your own accord, kind of deal. If you get injured, I'm sure I got injured in training, and they were going to work out a deal if I could come back at another class, but the deal was that I was week 7 in a 13-week course, got injured, and I'd have to take all first 7 weeks over again.
And you were like, fuck that.
I didn't care because I really did think I had to go home. I was like, I couldn't even walk. I was so injured.
Where was that a leg injury or back injury? Or
we were learning back suplexes, and the guy that was doing it to me kind of dropped me a little bit on my side.
Right.
I separated my ribs and got a contusion in the lat muscle because the rib pushed into the muscle.
Jesus, yeah.
And that was the day, if you go on Seth's Instagram, there's a video of me deadlifting like 525 pounds. That was the day I injured my back. And there's like
Did you press it before the injury or after? Because
it was like I got injured and everyone was like, oh, man, we should end class. And then there's a cool down WOD because he's CrossFit Jesus. He does these WODs, right, where like it's like endurance. Run a mile and do this. Do box jumps. Do pull-ups and do this. I always lost. I'm not fucking good at that. I'm 240 pounds, against these like 19-year-olds that are
You're a dense motherfucker, dude.
I know. Getting me to move around is a little tough, but, I can do it.
Yeah.
I could do it, but I just don't want to.
Yeah, the motivation's not there.
A 19-year-old track and field guy is going to whoop my ass in a CrossFit competition. So the one day I get injured and I can't do the end of the cool down WOD, right? It's 1 rep max deadlift. I was on the floor like screaming in pain, and they just came over and put an ice pack on me and put like a weight plate on my back because I was laying on my stomach, and then I'm like. Jesus. Moaning in agony, and I look over and I see they're deadlifting, and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I pulled myself up with a rope, like the rope climbing thing in the gym.
Yeah.
Pull myself up. I hobble over there. Seth's like, "Don't do it, big man," because they were up to like 405. They worked.
That's the funniest Seth Rollins impression I've ever heard. Because his voice does get really grainy like that.
Yeah. All right, Ronnie, you're up.
All right, well, I'm blackballed from WWE, but go ahead.
So I get up. He's like, don't do it, big man. They were up to 405. They worked up to 405. I was like, fuck it, I'm lifting it. I lifted 405. And then now by this point, it's only down to me and this guy, Joe Asa. And we go up to, he keeps getting me, and I'm like, he's not going to get me on this one. It was like 495 or something. I was like, fuck, he got it. I was like, all right. And I had just deadlifted 600 pounds before I went into training, so I was all like, deadlifting's my thing. I do deadlifts like a lot. So I was like, put on 550. So we put on 550. I couldn't get it. My pack was like excruciating. So we take it off 525. Joesa loses. I win. Boom. So it was awesome. But yeah, anyway, training there is super intense. So you don't have to be in shape to go there. They'll take anyone. They have said that my class was the most athletic class they've had, so they really pushed us because they knew they could. But, if whatever your limitations are, they'll work around it and get you through it. But it's up to you to do it. I've seen people just literally not try and just go home. I'm like, I can't quit. Like, there's no quit in me. There was no way I was going home. Even though I knew, like, fuck, man, like, there's only a few more weeks left. If I can't get back in the ring, like, they going to let me graduate, or are they just going to be like, no fucking way? So I had to go through all kinds of shit to get fixed for that. And what wound up working was just pain pills from the doctor, muscle relaxers. And it took one muscle relaxer, the thing was fixed. Well, I went to the chiropractor. He had to move my ribs around. But once I got the pain pill, I texted my buddy. I was like, I'm a real pro wrestler now. I got muscle relaxers.
It is. It's official now.
Yeah.
I'm one of the boys now.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple of questions, actually, because the way that this conversation is shaping, I didn't plan on asking this, but now I'm going to. You're from New York. You went to Iowa to do this training. You said it's about a 12 or 13-week course.
Yeah.
Many hardcore fans, anybody who really has the network and really pays attention, they did an exclusive on Seth Rollins during his injury time, and he took a little tour of the Black and Brave school. And there's a dormitory. There's a living space. What the fuck would you guys call it?
It's a house.
It's a house, right?
Now
you said off
it's like
air.
a 6-bedroom house
Yeah.
with like 12 people in there. There's bunks and everything. And now he has 2 houses, so it's a little more spread out, but there are more students. So basically the deal with that is that you had to find your own lodging when you went there. And they had a deal where...
Because that's usually what stops people from traveling to schools, is the lodging situation. But he provided some of that.
Didn't provide any of it, but had a hookup.
Had a hookup.
So
Okay, all right.
I had a 2-bedroom apartment for like $300 a month. So, to me, I
don't
went
know
out there,
Iowa
like,
prices, though.
nothing, yeah.
Because in New York, that sounds like the greatest apartment of all time.
I was like, easy. I was like, that, done. Like, not a problem.
But were you working during your time out there as well? Or,
No. No, I
you were just doing the $300 a month off of your own savings or whatever it is?
Yeah. So I put a pretty penny away for to do
there
it.
you go.
So. Because I knew I wanted to focus on it. I didn't want to have to get a job at Starbucks while I'm training CrossFit 6 times a week and wrestling, for 6 hours, 3 days a week.
Right.
I don't know how the guys do it, and the guys and girls, because there are girls there, that go to the classes and work. Also I'm a little older, but maybe when I was 19 and 20, I could do it. But everything I had, I put into training and doing it. And when I went home, it was sleep. You had to wake up at 9 a.m., go back to the gym, do your CrossFit because you have to do mandatory CrossFit when you're in class. You have to do 3 classes of it. That's provided in the tuition.
Right.
That you have to go. And if you don't, it's going to look like Full Metal Jacket, that scene where like everyone hits fucking Private Pile with the soap in the sock. That's what they do to you. Oh man. Like if
show up, just show up, do your best.
Yeah, I remember if you're a minute late, you have to do like 10 burpees every minute.
Oh,
this guy was like 8 minutes late, and we had to do 80 burpees.
Oh,
he was never late again after that. Oh man, I was so heated. I was like, "You fucking kidding me? Why are you here late? 2 minutes up the road, you're here to do this and nothing else.
Yeah,
what you doing? Picking your nose?"
Now, one of the selling points of Black and Brave, obviously, you get to work with a current WWE superstar as your trainer, which is a rarity. That's a very special situation for you because the biggest problem with people sometimes when selecting schools is picking the right teacher. Mm-hmm. All right, you can get the guy who's really good in his basics, or you can get the guy who's a former WWE guy who kind of knows.
Or I mean, this guy's business like 20 years ago.
Yeah, this guy who's supposedly training you is like on fucking. He's on my DVR like right now. So he's a current superstar, so he's obviously in and out. There are other trainers to this school. Obviously, Marek Brave. He's the Brave of Black and Brave. Yeah. Are there any other hands-on guys that come to the school?
Sure. Well, a lot of the former graduates will be there. Eddie
Yourself
Machete,
included, obviously.
Yeah, Eddie Machete and Connor Braxton are the first graduates. Connor Braxton's all over now. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they're there. Pretty much every class. Eddie helps Seth with almost like everything. So they help out. Other guys like Josh C. A lot of the other graduates, but. Crotch is one of the head trainers who started in SC.
Crotch?
Yeah. Crotch has got this gimmick.
Okay.
He does this thing. I don't know.
No, you got to explain it. Because you just did a hand gesture. This is a video, baby. This is audio. Yeah. You got to. Okay, so he did like a choo-choo. Like a choo-choo.
Yeah, it's like a...
What is that?
All right, so the whole thing.
What is he doing with the crotches? Like he's getting up from that couch now. It's like a hump. Like a hump. Okay, all right. That's crotch.
Super over.
I just love the fact now that I can go around telling everybody that the guy helping Seth Rollins with his school's name is Crotch.
Yeah. He tagged with X-Pac last year in
oh my
SCW.
God. Crotch teamed up with the guy who invented the crotch chop. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
The OG.
They both, he does Bronco Buster too, so they did dueling Bronco Buster.
So stereo
cool.
busters.
Yeah,
there
it was
you
so
go.
cool.
So it's like a family atmosphere. You guys graduate, you guys come back, you guys help out with the new generation students.
Yeah,
just continue the thing.
So
going
the thing
around.
with Black and Brave is it's in Iowa. It's a long time away. I had to come back here.
And you're
New
not
York.
flying over there. You're driving.
I drive because I drive when I have to do a show, which is usually why I go out there, because I have to bring the equipment, the amp, and everything, and I also help with lighting with them. So I have all this other lighting equipment and stuff that I bring out.
Because you bring another way of experience to the school because you have the TV stuff background.
Yeah,
so you can help with all kinds.
I help with the filming and
things.
tips of, the film world is very much just like the wrestling world. So if you're telling a story, so I've been doing that since I was
Forever,
a kid,
yeah.
and I've been doing it professionally.
Since you were
for,
curling, watching Nitro
10
way
years,
back
10,
when.
12 years. So I kind of feel like I know how to tell a story a bit. Just translating it to wrestling moves is the thing. But but I can help with promos. I help them teach them about framing. Don't fucking film with your phone. With your head in the bottom corner, there's a certain way to frame a shot you could do. It's very easy to just do this. If you're going to film it outside, position yourself with the sun the right way so you get some good lighting and it looks professional.
Right.
Stand against a brick fucking wall. I don't know. That's just my film thing, but it's perfect. But promos can get taken to a next level very easily, but not everyone knows that. Like little tips like that.
What kills me, and I think what kills a lot of the old guard, is that not only can it go to the next level, I don't think a lot of people are trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah,
there's kind of a complacency when it comes to the promo end of it, because, like for instance, the Performance Center in WWE offers promo classes, and the reason for that is because a lot of the people who are in the indie scene don't really take a whole lot of time to perfect that side of it. That's why I keep telling people it's hard as a promoter to do storylines on the indies, because a lot of the professional wrestlers of today are wrestlers. They're not really storytellers, which is why I loved you so much. And this is where I was getting to, is that you graduated from this school, you come back to New York, and you haven't worked any feds yet, and all of a sudden Orsini comes into the picture. Here I come now. Again, we had a mutual friend in Ian. How do you know Ian?
I worked with him in the film
right.
biz. Yeah.
Right. We did speak about that with him when he was here. He's done 2 of my roundtables. He did Royal Rumble, he did WrestleMania with me, and I've known him for several years. We used to work in the industry, wrestling shows and commentary, and I would sit in this fucking guy's house and call matches and hours and hours on end. So when he hits me up, and I'll tell that story on my end, and then you tell the story from your end. So I'm literally sitting on that couch right there where you're sitting right now, and we have the 2KW show coming up, and he just messaged me out of fucking nowhere, and he goes, dude, I got this fucking guy. He graduated from fucking Black and Brave. This guy's, and I'm because he's putting you over as like this great dude, but like he keeps talking about the school, and I'm like, great. That's awesome, but I really can't afford to bring a guy in from Iowa right now. And he's like, no, he fucking lives here, bro. He's on Long Island. And I did one of those, who? He's like, wait, he's fucking here? He's like, yeah, he lives here, and he's trained by this guy. So obviously, like as you must be well familiar with now, is that whenever people hear Seth Rollins, obviously the ears perk up. But I'm no fool. Just because you were trained by a great professional wrestler does not make you a great professional wrestler.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I did was I told Ian, I said, hey, hook me up. Let me see if I can talk to him and see what's going on. We spoke, and we actually set up a training day. That's how you and I really first met. It was in the ring.
At Darrow's.
At Darrow's Extreme Fitness up in the Bronx, and we trained together. We went back and forth. We did a few things here and there, and I was sold from that moment. I was like,
I remember I was on the floor, and you're like, can you drop kick? I was like, if you want me to. Like, can you? I was like, sure. You're like, get up, I'm going to hit the ropes, come back, drop kick. I was like, oh, shit, here we go.
Yeah.
I think it was an okay drop kick.
No, it was fine. Listen, I was just trying to see the maneuverability. That's all it was.
In training, right? In training, we were learning drop kicks. I was like, drop kick. I used to do drop kicks all the time on a trampoline. This very simple concept. For some reason, that day in training, I couldn't get higher than anyone's waist. Like, think about my legs were just done.
Your brain won't let you do it. Like I tell people this all the time. It's like one of the hardest parts about learning how to be a professional wrestler is the ability to turn your brain off.
Right.
Your brain is telling you these things are bad. Falling down on your back is bad.
Oh, yes.
Taking a front bump is bad.
You see it a lot in students that are learning.
Yeah.
Just trying to bump, and they're just like,
it shell shocks them.
Because your body, Marek puts that into you. Like, he says all the time, your body is not used to doing that movement. It doesn't want to.
I tell people all the time, not only does it not want you to, it's trained
your
not
body's built
to make you do that. Right, yeah. Especially like if you're in a school at an early age, say at 18, maybe even 21, that's still 21 years of don't fall down.
Yeah.
You've heard don't fall down for 21 years. And now there's a guy in the ring telling you, asshole, fall down, and it's your brain
harder,
does it,
faster,
jump higher, snap it back,
Yeah.
snap it back. It's very hard. That's why I asked you earlier if the transition was easy or not so easy for you. But yeah, so we meet, and I'm helping run. Let me clarify before Fuckhead gets all upset. I wasn't running. I had pitched you to the main guy, and he was all for it. I showed him the training videos. He sent me some training videos.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him. He was really good. Matt, who you know very well from Capital Wrestling, everybody was on board. It was really no problems. Then you sent us your promo video. And your promo video, which I'm going to be using to promote you for this.
The whole time I was like, I hope they like this.
Loved. If you can hear an erection, it's literally what happened over the phone. Yeah, when I showed it to them, they were just like, fuck, because... And I'm gonna harken back to one of my other interviews when I had the goat here. We were talking about this little thing called presentation. That I think some of the best wrestlers and the most successful wrestlers are the ones with a great presentation, and you have that. And we hadn't even seen your entrance or the look or anything like that in action just yet. All we got was the promo package. And the promo package was ridiculous. And it wasn't even like you did a whole lot. It was just the way that you did it, the tone, the theme. You used certain sentences here, and then you were in gear in the jail cell. For those of you who are lost in what I'm saying, I'm going to have this video up before this thing airs, so check it out again in case you missed it. But it's a beautiful video, very well done. Yeah, of course it's. I'm not taking that shit down ever. It was great. So, like, it was one of the things that sold us. So, what I want to ask you now, in consequence of everything I just said, how important is the presentation to you? Because, I mean, you came in here, you gave me some of the merch, you got the branding out. It's all about the brand for you. How important to you is to keep that presentation as a wrestler?
Oh, it's everything. That's all you got. Is if you don't, it's your look. It's how serious people take you. There's a quote from Lemmy, singer from Motorhead, if you want to be a rock star, go be a fucking rock star. No one wants to go see the dad down the block up on stage playing when he's 50 years old. If you're going to be it, be the rock star. You got to fully commit. It's like, like an actor going full method almost,
Right, yes.
Everything you need to do. Like, it's cool if you're a young kid and, you can't invest in gear or something, but something about you has to stand out, that's not flipping and doing crazy dives in a ring. Outside of that ring, because you can only wrestle a couple times a weekend, fill in all the gaps with entertainment. We're entertainers. We got to entertain. So if I can do a song, or if I can make a cool video, if I can make people laugh, that helps. People then will be like, this fucking guy. If I fuck up my match and my match looks like shit, yeah, but that guy played a guitar. He fucking rocked the house.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Still rock the house. So I got that to fall back on. Every match I do, it's like, well, if this sucks, I got I still did a cool entrance. They pop for the entrance.
Hey, it worked for the Sandman, right?
Yeah,
all these years. I tell people all the time, your Friday and your Saturday and your Sunday can be a whole lot easier depending on what you do Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
If you sell yourself and you really get these people behind you, it makes the matches so much easier to work. You would be surprised how easy your matches go when the audience is truly behind you and just invested in what they're doing.
What you expected them
Still
to react
to this day, when you finally came out at the 2KW show when I had you, when you finally came out, that building fucking it's still to this day like one of the greatest pops I've ever heard in my fucking life.
They do black streamers at me. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. You're like,
the
did you know that was gonna happen? I was
the
like,
locker room was just like, who the because the 2KW locker room goes back 10, 12 years. Like a lot of those guys are like have been together like brothers, like family, right? And not just your show, but I think like your show, the one you debuted at, and like even the one before that, we started influxing new people. So everybody was kind of like trying to ingratiate these new guys, but at the same time, they're like, all right, well, let's see what they bring to the table. And when you fucking went out with your fucking guitar and all this shit, they were like, holy fuck. It was like Hogan. It was like Hogan came out.
Yeah.
It was just like, holy fuck. And then we had you in there with Jay George, which I thought was a great matchup because it was the unpredictable Jay George. And I thought he was a good heel for you. It's really in front of that audience.
I still love that match. You know?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it too. So I appreciate
beat
it.
up with a kendo stick and it was not gimmicked.
He tried to do the conga line thing and then he just fucking decked it. I loved it. That was Jay. I don't know if you know, that was Jay George's idea. He had pitched it literally like a few days before
the conga line, right?
The conga
the
line thing.
Yes,
yeah. Where he would try to like get the people behind him.
And he had the baby at one point. He had a baby. I thought he was going to use it. Because I looked him up. He used a dog in a match. I was like, oh, is he going to hit me with this baby? Like, oh, God, what's going on? Does he know that person?
I actually want him on the show. I just want to see what the fuck's on his brain. He's at Capital
now. I love it.
Yeah, I know. So, so that was my experience with you. And like you said, it was one of your first outside of Black and Brave school experiences. So now take me after 2KW here. So now you're kind of going back and forth. You're doing promotions here, but you're also doing promotions back in Iowa. So talk to me a little bit about SCW. What's going on with SCW over there?
So it's SCW Pro now.
Okay. What does the SCW stand for?
What? Right now, I'm not too sure what it stands for. It used to stand for, basically, it's the promotion where Seth first started.
Okay.
It started in a barn, and they built their own ring.
Again, for those of you formerly known as,
Yeah, so that was Scott County Wrestling. I think it actually had a different name at the first show. I forget what it was. But for the longest time, it was Scott County Wrestling. It's the local promotion there. They put on shows at the Walcott Coliseum. It's like in the middle of a cornfield.
The Walcott, yes.
And they packed 300-something people in there twice a month. And then every few months we do a show at the legendary Cole Ballroom in Davenport, right up the block from Seth's house. And, that venue can hold like 2,000 probably. But we've packed that place out with shows with like X-Pac. We had Jimmy Jacobs versus Joey Mercury there. And the last show we just did, we had Billy Gunn was there. But it's a great promotion. Guys that came up with Seth are still wrestling there. And all the Black and Brave graduates are wrestling there. And the talent pool at the Black and Brave is just getting deeper and fucking deeper. Like, kids that'll graduate and 2 months later, I'm like, oh, man. That was fucking awesome shit. One of my good buddies there.
Do you feel yourself now part of this big family now?
Oh, it's a very
You're one of the first classes, are you not?
No, kind of now. I was the 6th class.
Okay,
so it was still very early on when, when I was
anybody
there.
From the first 5 really do anything?
Yeah, dude. The first 5 is full of
right, because Connor was like the first
Eddie,
one. Right, yeah.
Jossie is from the 4th class. Xander Killen is from the 2nd class.
See, I think it's just beautiful that you guys even have these numbers down. You're like, yeah, he's 4th class, 3rd class. I mean, that's a tight-knit group right there.
Yeah.
Because if I walk into schools now, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I think he was like 2 years ago or something."
It was like a brotherhood. And when I go back and I see the guys that were in my class, like Sensei Bach or Joesa, or some of the guys were from different countries. We have Jackson Kelly from Australia is in my class, and he's blowing up in Australia. He's one of the best from our class. But once we get back together, it's like, that's my brother, man. Like, don't fucking touch him or don't say anything. But everyone, Jossie and Eddie, and we're all just super tight-knit family, kind of deal. Except, Eddie and Xander, fuck faces, beat me up at Capitol. But other than that, everyone else is pretty tight.
Well, listen, I was actually going to start asking you. I mean, you that's the Iowa side of it. You're obviously back home here. You're sitting in my house, so obviously you're back here again. Tell me now how it's been with the wrestling career here, back home for you.
It's been great. I haven't been spreading out much because I'm pretty busy.
Right.
But for the next year or so, my schedule's pretty open, so hopefully you'll see me branching out a little bit more. But yeah, I stay in Capital when I'm in New York, New Jersey, and it's been going great there. I teamed with Joey Ace for a while. I teamed with the Perfect Strangers, who I will be facing off with against tomorrow. I teamed with them a year ago at the last, what was this, the June show of last year, I think it was. I teamed with the Perfect Strangers, and we faced Joey Ace and the Danger Sanctuary, and we won that match. So it'll be interesting tomorrow to see what happens now that the Perfect Strangers have that new attitude.
Right,
They
because
got a
we're
new chip on their shoulder.
I didn't get a chance to preface this. I mean, we're almost an hour deep, so this is probably too late to say it now. But we're recording this on a Friday, June 1st. You're talking about the show tomorrow,
yeah.
June 2nd.
So if you're listening now, go back in time and buy a fucking ticket to Capitol and get your ass down to Hoboken.
They have TV now.
Yeah.
Capitol does on Twitch, so you guys can actually still catch this match if you head over to Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and also,
you guys are going to be on the main page.
Yes, I was just going to say, we're going to be all of June. We'll be on the main page of Twitch. So you just go to twitch.com and you will see Capital Wrestling.
You can catch this match that we're talking about right now, because it's already going to happen by the time this airs. You can catch all the previous matches, because you said you had the little tag tournament thing going on.
Get what they're up to. They're up to 60-something, 70-something
Listen, if I know
episodes.
anything about Matt Ryan, this fucking guy is a maniac. This guy just fucking starts putting shit out. He tried the very formula he's using now. He tried with 2KW. If it wasn't for personal reasons from the head guy, it probably would have worked out. But I'm glad. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for you, man, doing this whole Capital thing. I mean, are you trying to branch out, or
like I said, I haven't
hearing
really
this,
tried.
I know, but if anybody's really listening to this, kind of getting an idea,
if
are you open to
now,
traveling around to do
book
some
Ronnie
stuff?
Burton at gmail.com right now. Put it in the inbox.
There it is. Now, he did it with a head nod.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that everyone understands. There's a head nod. There was a little sass to that pitch right now. He's like, yeah, because, I mean, and you're doing, and I want to preface this for you promoters out there who are listening to this, and I know who you are. I know which promoters listen to my shit. Ronnie Burton has a live entrance. Talk to me about the entrance, because that was one of the things that scared the shit. Let me tell a quick story. It scared the shit out of the building guy when we did it.
Yeah.
So this was the first, like you said already, we beat this into the ground, but I'll say it again. I was your first show. Mm-hmm. I was your first.
You're my
first. So what happened is that Ronnie told me about a week before the event that he wants to try to do a live entrance, which I already knew the sound system at that place, so I knew it was a very possible thing. So I was like, that would be great. That would be fucking awesome. That's ridiculous. Let's do it. So we get to the building. Ronnie beats me to the building. So he's got his shit already inside the venue.
I'm carrying up all my equipment up those
which is already
2 floors.
making the guy who owns the building
He's
scared.
carry all this shit in.
Right. He's bringing in, like, luggage full of shit. And I'm stuck in traffic in Midtown trying to get there. So when I finally get there, I have to, like, hook up. He had like this projector set up that goes to the screen, so I'm doing all this. I'm running around like a fucking asshole. And Ronnie's shit is right next to the fucking, where it's supposed to be, right next to the sound equipment. So Ronnie wants to do a test run just to make sure everything's all right. So he starts unplugging shit and plugging shit in. Now, as we've already gone through for the last hour, you're pretty familiar with the equipment and how to work
I'm
everything.
a tech guy. I can figure
You're a tech
anything
guy.
out.
You figure all this stuff out. The guy who runs the building is shitting a chicken. He has no idea what the fuck you're doing. And to make things even better, he doesn't speak a fucking lick of English at all. He speaks no fucking English.
You wanted to charge money for it.
Right. I'm getting to that, right. So what happens is that I don't want to use his name because I'm slandering him right now, so I'm not going to fucking use his name.
He's a good guy.
No, he's great. Frank. Okay, Frank. Frank's a good guy. But what happened is that Frank didn't understand what we were trying to do. We weren't using Ronnie's hookup. We were just plugging his hookup into the current sound system.
What I was doing, I was plugging in an earpiece monitor into the board so I could hear the track in my ear as I played it.
Right.
It was the last time I ever tried to use that piece of equipment.
So that was the last time?
Yeah, I was like, it's such a hassle. I was like,
I just hear it. I'm just
I'll
gonna go.
just do it.
So Frank was under the assumption we were using another system.
Yeah.
So I had to get a translator, a.k.a. one of the boys who speaks Spanish, And he basically tried to charge me $500 more
Yeah.
to use your shit, which doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
I looked at you. I was like,
and we were
he wants to charge you money for me to play my entrance?
He wants to charge
like,
you money
something's
to
weird
play with
here.
your equipment.
Yeah.
So we were trying to explain it to him that we were just plugging in. It was for the one entrance. Blah blah blah. Long story short, we didn't pay any fucking money, but it was just a quick little moment of just like panic on this fucking guy's face, and he's just like, because Ronnie just goes over and just starts unplugging it and plugging it in and all kinds of
this
shit.
is the input I need.
Yeah, and he was just like he
need
he
this.
made himself very comfortable by the sound system. So for the you promoters out there, he does a live entrance. You play your actual theme song to the ring. So talk to me about the genesis of that. Was that something that you came up with at Black and Brave, or you just knew okay, whatever?
Before Black and Brave, I had everything but the name before Black and Brave.
Okay, which included the entrance. You're like, I'm gonna fucking play myself to the ring.
I didn't write the song till I got back, because pretty much the whole time I was in training, I was writing riffs and I was sending them to the guys in Kings of the Ring. And Big Van Vic, the drummer, is like a musical genius, and he threw away basically every single riff, and he's like, it's too complicated, dude. I wanted this like Slayer song. It sounded like it was like super fast, and it had a breakdown and a solo.
Right.
And he's like, dude, you're walking to a ring. It's going to take you like 40 seconds to do it. He's like, there's time signatures that are different in what you want. There's no wrestling song with a different time signature in it. I was like, all right. And he's like, so what do you want to do? I was like, I don't know. I figured like something like I played that just right there. He's like, that's it. He's like, we're going to do that. I said, really? I was like, it's not that like great. It's he's like, no, watch, we'll do it. So played it, and it's like an earwig, an earwig. It gets in your ear, and you can't get rid of it. Like, you just think about the riff the whole day.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play a few seconds of it so the audience can hear it, and then we'll go back into this. Let me just play this real quick.
Sure.
So that's the song. If I'm not mistaken, Toxic Waste or Toxic Waltz. Toxic Waltz. Toxic Waste. I don't know what. Toxic Waltz is the name of the song, or is this the style of?
That's what I call each one of my matches. It's a dance between two people. It's a toxic waltz.
Toxic Waltz.
It's
that fucking song. I was singing it the night after our show, like for a fucking week. And it kind of went away because I haven't seen you in a while. And then, like, I was doing some research on you leading up to this interview, and there it was again in my fucking head. There's something about that song. I know you people listening to this right now, you're going to hear that fucking song, and now you're going to fucking sing it for forever. Which, by the way, if you want to hear it live, you can hit the booking information down at the bottom of the screen. You've been doing so much right now with the wrestling stuff, the music stuff. So you recently went down to WrestleMania weekend. You were down in NOLA. You were down there hanging out there. Were you taking in the shows?
I've been going to WrestleMania for the past 3 years with a group of guys I know.
Okay.
They've been going longer. One of them's going, I think he's going to hit 11 or 10 years.
Consecutive?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The next year. But yeah, I went to Texas, Orlando, and New Orleans, and I checked out. When I was down there this year, Orlando, I got really drunk at because
it's so easy to get drunk in Orlando.
Yeah, I missed my buddy's bachelor party.
Oh, okay.
And for his wedding gift, I got him a ticket to WrestleMania because he said he couldn't afford to go because he was getting married and bullshit, whatever. So I got him a WrestleMania ticket, and I was like, "You have to go now, haha." And then I was like, "Wait, isn't like a wedding gift supposed to be for like both of them?" I wrote in the card, I was like, sorry, Keisha, I don't have a gift for you. I'm taking Charlie away for a couple days, though.
The gift is you have free time while your husband is away.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
When we went down to Orlando.
Should have bought her a Manny Petty gift card.
I should.
Here's how you could
I felt
spend.
stupid once I was driving home. The best part is that wedding I went to. Here's another cool story. I drove up to Rhode Island for the wedding.
Right.
I had to leave early. Not even leave early. I left at like midnight. Drove through the night, picked up one of my buddies in Pennsylvania, and went down to Maryland for an Evolve tryout in the morning. So I was like straight off of a wedding, like, fuck yeah. And then next morning,
Evolve tryout.
Yeah, it was like the first like seminar tryout thing I've done like since training.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah, all that CrossFit shit's done. And we get there, it was like Chuck Taylor and Drew Gulak, and I fucking almost died that morning. It was just so brutal that it was like not even that bad, but just coming all night drive from a wedding, I was like, I don't want to do this. But yeah, where were we? I got lost there. The wedding, yeah, something happened.
We're talking about NOLA.
NOLA. Yeah, so I was down in NOLA. Yeah, see? Yeah.
Folks, he's sober. No, was this a brain fart?
Maybe.
Yeah,
we went down to a bunch of shows. So,
it sounds like you travel a lot on your own. Do you travel like with the group at all, or because you do a lot?
I travel on my own because I got to pack my car out. So I usually
There's no
have
room
just
for other
one
people,
seat,
right?
one seat and maybe
14-hour drive here to Iowa. What's on the radio, man? What are you jamming to on the way to Iowa? Or is it like a mixed bag, or are you just playing the same genre all the way through?
I always 7 a.m. or depending on the time zone, 7 a.m. I go to Howard 100 and I listen to Howard Stern show front to back.
Right.
And then I'm pretty much just listening to all kinds of metal, and like really, I get in a zone and I come up with music in my head. I come up with promos in my head. I come up with all these ideas.
I mean, when you're that creative, a 14-hour ride, I mean, you're lost in your thoughts at that point.
Yeah,
right?
really.
You're probably shooting promos for some of those fucking drives.
Yeah, and and then like 6 hours later, I'm like, holy shit, I'm in Ohio now. What? So it helps that I get distracted, but I'm still focused.
Man, you're not killing anybody. You're making it to your destination safely.
Road, yeah. Oh my god! But I drove down there in January. I've never seen this before. Mack trucks just flipped over on I-80, just tons of them upside down on fire. I said, "What the fuck
on
happened?"
I-80?
Yeah,
Jesus.
It was during like a snowstorm. But
I know a lot about I-80.
Still, I was like, I've never seen anything like it. It looked like Walking Dead. Like
my audience has heard it. I don't know if you know. We drove to Texas for a show.
You drove to Texas for a show?
We drove to Texas for two times. We did that shit.
God.
We drove to East Texas from here. 2 minivans filled with people down there and back. We did that shit twice.
Wow.
So I know a little bit about I-80. Yeah, that's a long fucking strip of road. Right there.
I've done the Iowa trip probably like 10 times now.
Yeah, I know that's fucking.
Put a lot of miles on my car.
I
got a car.
The Carfax on that fucking vehicle is
like
ridiculous.
14, 15 months old, a year and a half maybe. It's got 40,000 miles.
You paying out
of
pocket for that gas, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I pay out of pocket. It's America. I say, hey, open up that wallet, bro.
Come on, let's see some of that money. That raw money.
I shake him down.
Oh,
he was drunk. He was drunk. I ran into him on Bourbon Street in Mania, and he's like, Ronnie Burton. And I'm like, Marek, what's up, dude? He's like, you're the best, man. He's like, he's with Crotch. He's like, me and Crotch talked about the
whole.
He was
with Crotch. Yes.
He's like, we talked
I
about.
need to meet Crotch. He sounds like the greatest guy ever.
He's the greatest. You'd be like, that's Crotch? No way. But yeah, so he's like, we decided you're booked. You booked every show, man. We'll give you per diem. This. And then Crotch is looking at me like,
none of those things are happening.
He's like, we love you, man.
None of those things are happening.
We'll just give you the belt. It'll be great.
We'll just give you the belt.
Yeah. So and then he stumbles away. He's talking to someone else, and Crotch goes, "Don't listen to him. We're not doing any of that."
I really hope Crotch sounds just.
He
like
does. They
that.
all sound like Seth. Everyone
He
from
trains
Iowa,
them in wrestling and voice.
Everyone from Davenport sounds like Seth Rollins.
Oh my God! All the residents of that.
Crotch is a little more like, I don't hate it. where Seth is like, that was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
It sounds like a Rodney Dangerfield bit. This what this voice is paying for. Oh God! All right. I'm losing myself in translation. I have to meet Crotch. This is the greatest story ever. All right, we have. I have a bunch of shit here in front of me because you were so gracious enough to bring some of this stuff over here.
Yeah, man.
I got decals. I got stickers. I got fucking all kinds of this stuff. Is this stuff for sale? The
Yeah.
koozies and the whatnot. Okay, I got a King of the Ring koozie, which I'm super excited about because I use beer bottles all the time, so this is going to come in handy. But is this stuff for sale, man?
This is all for sale. I unfortunately forgot my merch box when I packed my car. So if you're listening and you're going back in time to go to Capitol tomorrow, which will be a couple days before when you're listening to this, I won't have any merch. So sorry,
Is
guys.
there an online purchase option?
No online.
Okay.
You have to come find me. I'm very old school.
Come find
you
me.
know, the
Trunk of the car type deal.
Metallica would record an album and tour for 3 years.
Well, there you go.
That's how you found them. You know, I'm the underground.
You want to hear me? You got to come see me play.
Exactly.
That's awesome, though. I'm in the midst right now trying to figure out some merch stuff for myself, man. I got to expand the brand, man. You're all about the fucking brand, dude.
That's
all
last
about
year's line too. I got to come out with a whole new line this year.
Oh
I
my
got all
God!
kinds
Look at that.
I got to come
Oh,
out.
look at you coming over here bringing me last year's shit. You didn't bring me any merch because you
I don't
cared.
got-
You were
no,
clearing your
I-
car out, and you just said, "Fuck this."
No.
You gave me a pick, a guitar pick the first
Yeah,
night.
I got custom Ronnie Burton guitar
I
picks.
still have that.
I'm coming
Yeah,
out with
absolutely.
Ronnie Burton air guitar strings.
Air guitar strings. Okay.
So you can
All
tune up your
right.
air guitar. It's just going to be a
It's-
cellophane pack with my face on it. Empty.
And
No,
it
but the air
will-
guitar strings will be in there.
I was gonna say,
You just
yeah,
gotta
the air
use-
guitar strings will be in there.
Did you ever
He's
see
got-
Hook with Robin Williams when he
Absolutely,
can't?
Rufio.
He's
Yeah,
got
of
to use his
course.
imagination to eat the food. It's
Ah.
there, but you got to use your
So
imagination.
it's gonna be like multicolored strings.
It'll be
as well.
$10.
So it's $10 for a poof of air with his face
my face
on
on it, yeah.
it. There you go. But the air guitar strings are
They're
gonna be in the
there.
package.
If they weren't in there, you lost them.
Yeah, it's on you. User error.
No
That's
refunds.
It's on you. The money's already been spent, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, listen, you have absolutely, like, there's so much going on in your fucking life, and is there a Mrs. Burton in the picture? Is there a young lady that's
There is what I refer to as a Burton babe.
There you go. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I would assume there'd be more than one Burton babe, but you got one main Burton babe.
I got my main Burton babe.
Okay. And how does she take to the traveling
She
in the
is
road?
the best.
She's the best. All
Like
right.
I said, I have one seat in the car, and she comes with me.
Really? On
She
those
also
road
works
trips
in the
over there?
industry, so she helps me with all the lights and everything, and she helps so much. It's crazy. I'm like, babe, just go chill. And she's like carrying in my fucking 90-pound amp. I'm like, God, come on, put that down. But she's running
you
around.
didn't get a
You'll
chance.
see her in Capitol, running all around doing lighting.
Oh,
You
she's
know,
from here.
Yeah, she's from here.
Okay,
She comes
alright.
out. She helps the Capitol. She calls me all the way out to Iowa. She does lights out there for me. When you
That's
see my
awesome
amp
stuff.
on the stage setup, there's lights all around it and it's lit up. So in every picture, you see a Ronnie Burton fucking guitar amp, on the stage at Capitol or on the stage at SCW. So she helps a lot. She helps with the pre-tapes at Capitol. The nice little pre-tapes they do with all the lights there. Me and her set that up, and she's killer, dude.
My wife is very much the same. She was the music person for 2KW. Your show, the one that you debuted at,
Mhm.
I did it because my son had just recently been born. So she was home with the kid. So
Yeah.
you never actually got a chance to meet her. And it's hilarious because you're in my house right now and she's in the next room and you still haven't met her because she's fucking passed out right now. She went to go put the kid to bed and I guess she passed out with him because she never came back. So it's an unfortunate, you're the one interview she won't see because I think she had a rough day and she's pretty much fucking asleep. But I can totally relate to that. She went to Texas, that Texas trip I told you about.
Yeah.
One of them we flew, the last one we flew. And she was pregnant with him when we went, and she still did the video for the show. She was like, she had like her arm like on the belly. She was like, so she's killer about that. So it's good, man. I ask questions like that sometimes because it's like, I think sometimes with performers when you're on the road, that home life sometimes it gets lost in translation, and sometimes for some guys they can block it and they can listen. This is what I'm focused on, and for others it's kind of a hindrance is a bad word, but kind of a hindrance because it's like they get torn between these two worlds and they don't want to make her feel bad. So it's nice that you have somebody who's like kind of already in that realm and understands.
Oh, she's
because
totally
then because that I think for the women out there who are listening, I don't think you understand the power you have when you just fucking uncuff a guy, especially for someone of your creative level who just like is constantly thinking and constantly moving. To have someone just lets you freely do that. It's like it's a very liberating feeling. I'm there all the time. She does the same thing for me, so
yeah,
I totally get that.
It's such a stress reliever too, because she just got knee surgery, so at the last SCW show she couldn't come out with me, so I had to do everything on my own, and I've added things since she's been coming out because she's taking up the slack, you know.
And you were like, "Oh, this is horrible."
Like, yeah, but we have a prep day there, so at least I had the whole like.
Whole
day to do shit,
it, yeah.
and I could take my time and not worry. And you know, Marek always leaves me at the building, so I'm like in there by myself at like midnight, still setting up lights and running cables and safetying things and making sure everything looks pretty.
Being a student of the man, as they say, there's the dude, there's the guy, and then there's the man. And being one of his students, do you have? Because to be honest with you, you started training at the school right at the point where he became kind of like the top guy in the industry. Your run in this business kind of runs side by side with that run. And when he had the injury, which is when they did all the filming at the school, he spent a lot of time with you guys. He put in the work and he put in the time. So you guys kind of got invested in him a little bit. So when you see him now kind of clicking and rolling again, he's probably now as hot as he's ever been. Even during the WWE run, I mean, he's making all kinds of towns. He's doing the damn. He's kind of
sure
the leader.
That belt means something.
Yeah,
That's
the Intercontinental Championship. He really has
means something to him too. You know,
do you guys kind of have a personal investment in his success now as his proteges, as his students? Do you guys? I mean, as a fan, you've already liked wrestling, but now is there a little something extra there when you see Seth Rollins do his thing on the big stage?
I understand his matches on another level. I understand why things are happening.
Yeah.
And
because you've seen him make the soup before. Now you're like, all right, now I get it. Yeah.
I go, okay. I see what he did there. All right. I would always ask him. There
ever a time when you see him do something, you're like, dude, what are you doing?
I don't think so.
He just doesn't.
I always get mad.
He's that good. He doesn't make those mistakes.
No, the thing is, I always get mad at his stupid wrist wraps that they always come off like every match. Like, I get it though, but he gets money from him. But why do they just come off every match?
The wrist wraps.
The wrist wraps.
I can see you guys ribbing him about that shit at the school, dude. Seriously, can you adhesive? Can you find better adhesive for what you're doing?
Get those out of there. Yeah.
Obviously, when you go to a school like that, you learn the holds, you learn the moves, you learn the protection, safety stuff. You sound like you already had kind of an idea on where you wanted to take your character, Ronnie Burton. Mm-hmm. Because you're an older guy, you're not your usual,
I ain't no spring chicken. I'm Seth's age. I'm just a couple of months younger than Seth.
Yeah. I mean, you've been doing this for about 2 or 3 years now, which by normal terms would be still kind of a young buck. But you're seasoned. You've got life experience here.
Yeah.
When you look at these younger kids coming up now, not just in your particular school, but just in general, when you see some of this stuff, does the old man screaming at the cloud kind of come out sometimes, and you're just like, dude, can you just pay a little bit more attention to the character, to the gimmick, to the story? Is there some part of you that just goes, I don't really want to?
There are things that my thing is like, I really do not like taking another person's idea. Like,
okay.
I see a lot of young people that'll come out with like their own ready, willing, and able. Kind of
okay, all right. I was trying to see where you were. Okay, I get that.
Like
right.
If someone does something on Raw or New Japan that I've been like, I'm going to do that the next show, and then I see it, I go, fuck, I ain't going to do that.
Yeah, there's something in you that says, okay, I can't do it now.
Then everyone's going to associate me with them.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
The other guy who sees it and immediately goes, stolen.
Yeah.
That's the phrase, stolen.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that one.
I see it and I go, how can I make that different? Because I can't do that exact same thing.
Yeah, right.
But that was cool. But if I do that
how
next
do I make
weekend,
it Ronnie Burton?
Everyone's going to be like, oh, he watched the Will Ospreay match, and that's where he saw that. And I'm like,
I would love to see you try the shit that Will Ospreay
I can. It is the craziest thing is I can. I do 450s. I can do crazy shit. But
I would
no one
pay
wants
good money to see you 450. Then again, everyone should pay good money to see you do the 450.
I was like, because no one.
You are really athletic for a big guy.
When we were in training and we were doing back suplex reversals, the back flip, and Seth goes, well, first we were doing leapfrogs, right? A week before, and they're like, Seth goes, who can dunk? And no one raised their hand. I was like, I can fucking dunk. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You can't dunk. I was like, give me a basketball right now. I'll fucking dunk.
Fucking dunk.
He's like, I will pay you $500 if you can dunk. I was like, you make it $1,000. You got a deal, brother. And he's like, there's no basketball hoop. I got him like he was defeated. Like, so cut to back suplex reversal. Who can backflip? Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell him I can backflip. I can backflip. He's like, you can backflip? Do one, because now he's got me. I was like, all right. So I fucking backflipped. Like I knew I could do one.
Yeah.
But he did not expect it. And like Marek was like, whoa, someone had a trampoline when they were younger. I was like, damn right.
Yeah.
And
then Seth said, thank God I didn't take the $1,000 bet.
Yeah,
on the
right?
fucking dunk.
I wouldn't have dunked. There's no fucking way.
That's all right, though.
But I knew. I was like, there's no basketball
him. Yeah.
court near here.
You had him
like,
at 1,000.
yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, you make it 1,000, you got a deal.
This guy knows something that I don't know.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Dude, this has been great, dude. This has been a great time. Is this okay with you, man? You've been having a good time here tonight, man.
Having a great time. I'm moving in.
Listen, I already
I'm
have.
not fucking leaving.
I already have a fucking guy in my house eating me out of fucking house gnome. I don't need another fucking guy in here, man. It's fucking crazy, man. This fucking kid thing. Don't have a kid yet, dude.
No, I know.
Live your fucking life,
I just had
man.
3 friends of mine that all had babies around like a month span of each other.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
This kid's baby and this kid's baby. And this
It's funny
guy's
because
baby.
when he was really young, I was telling my wife, I was like, I don't know if we should do baby 2 so soon because he's such a handful, right? Now he's older, and I'm getting my sleep back. Like, I'm living my life again. And my wife was like, so number 2? And I'm like, dude, I just got my fucking life back, bro. Like, dude, relax. It's like, so, no, yeah, he's cool, man. But Jesus Christ, man. Now I know why Flair ditched out on his kids, man. Now I get it. I get it now. All right, Ronnie, listen, we're getting to that point of the show right now. I got to do it with you. I do it every interview. Random as fuck. The 9 rafts, my friend. I will be hitting you with 9 questions I can guarantee. No one is asking you these fucking interviews. And I know you've done quite a few interviews, my friend. But I can guarantee you no one has asked you these fucking questions. Are you ready for the 9 rafts?
I'm ready.
Sir?
Bring it on.
The Rock God himself. He's going to tackle the 9 rafts. Here we go. I'm going to hit you right now, right off the bat. Question number 1. I want you to fill in the blank. Wheaties is the breakfast of champions. Tricks are for kids. Kicks are kids tested, mothers approved. But crystal meth is blank.
It's the Glumini approved.
When I made that question, I didn't know about the Glumini. Glumini fits. That fits perfect. It is Glumini.
He does everything.
He sniffs everything. His nose is the all-purpose tool,
He
man.
don't even have a nose. He just has a hole. just stuffs it in there.
Oh my God! I gotta meet your friends. You must have the best friends of all time here. Question number 2: swipe or chip? These new fucking cards with the swiping and the chip. Which one?
Swiping the chip?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
chip?
the debit cards, credit cards that come with the chip now. Are you good with the chip, or do you still prefer the swipe? Which one do you got? Yeah, swipe
that
chip
cash,
here.
baby.
Oh, the cash. Oh,
Cash.
he's a cash all day.
Cash only.
I'm talking to the wrong guy. This is the guy who still does the merch out of the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
He's an old school guy,
It's
man.
1984 in my world.
Well, it's so funny you're saying that because the next question: what was the greatest decade of the 1900s? The 80s, dude. You're my fucking. We're high fiving right now. And you can't see us. We're high fiving. You are my spirit animal, my friend. You're a music guy, so question number 4: hair bands. Can they make a comeback in today's society?
Can they?
Yeah, hair bands.
Hair bands, man. That's like the one type of metal I really don't like. So I really don't want to see them make a comeback. But if it means bringing metal back into the
forget
front,
the fact that if you want, can they?
Yeah,
is
they
it
can.
possible?
Yeah. What the hell is that metal band? That hair metal band? I can't think of them, but they play really funny music, all about like pussy and like banging and shit.
Pussy banging.
Yeah, just slapping meat and shit.
Slapping meat and shit.
I forget what they're called. Man, you'll have to look them up. But it's a great band. They're new, but they're 80s hair metal, and they're very vulgar, and they talk about
Gotta
sex.
look them out. If you are listening to this and you know who we're talking about, please comment below and let us know so I can YouTube this. They
Steel
can.
Panther. Is it
Steel Panther?
It might be Steel Panther.
Let me see if I can YouTube something real quick. Let me see. Do I have the? Yeah, I do. Hold on. Thankfully, I already had the patented YouTube
Might be
page.
thinking of like
already.
Sex Panther.
Who the fuck is messaging me on Facebook? Anyway, total professional right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying. What is it called? Steel
Panther, maybe.
Steel
I
Panther.
might be thinking of something else.
No, dude. I think you got it. Hold on. If this is a thing, I want to know right now what it is. Oh, here we go. Steel Panther.
They
Let's
have
see.
crazy sex titles.
Hold on. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
The fucking top one up here, the single Glory Hole Explicit. Yep. This is awesome.
Yep.
Steel Panther, Wasted Too Much Time, featuring Stone Sour. So for those of you out there, just know right now, I am about to go ham on this when he leaves.
It's good. You're gonna love it.
Oh, man. All right, question number 5. Country, you have to pick a country that's not the United States that you would like to play the least. What's the one question, or what's the one country there's no way I'm fucking playing in that country, like ever?
Wait, what's the question?
Yeah, other than the United States, what's the one country you would like to play the least? You would never play there. Ever.
Not want to go there.
Not want to go there, right? Not want to go. Because the question everybody gets is, oh, man, what countries do you want to play in? I want to know the countries you don't want to play. I'm not playing in that country. Fuck that.
Man, like I'm torn because I think it's like Australia.
Oh, why? Because of the distance or the audience?
Distance,
Yeah.
and because of the fucking animals and bugs they have.
Oh,
there.
my God, yes.
Sharks will just jump out of you.
Preach on,
Giant
brother.
spiders will chop your dick off in the middle of the night and run away with it.
Everything in Australia is trying to kill you.
And I trained with an Australian, and he says, it's not like that, mate. And I'm like, dang, you fucking right. I saw pictures of that shit. I ain't
The
going
National
there.
Geographic Channel has never lied to me.
Yeah.
Everything there
Anything
is...
on Naked and Afraid, I don't want to go there. Just keep
Wait,
me
but you said
fuck-
you're torn between Australia and
Yeah,
who's
because
the
I
other
really
one?
want to go there.
No, but who's the other? Oh,
no,
you were
torn. I really
okay.
want to go there, but fuck
Yeah.
that place at the same time.
I really wanted to
kill
go
it
there.
with fire.
I
Just
really wanted to
drown
go
it,
there and
sink
then
it.
Homicide. Homicide. We were talking one day and he was like, I had mentioned it. I was like, oh man, I'd really love to go because he was talking about going one day, and he had been there before, but he wanted to go back. So I was like, man, I would really love to go to Australia too. And he goes, dude, 22-hour flight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
And that's from like California.
God. Yeah, I
Like,
know.
you can't even go to California. Be like, oh, I got
Like
half of
you
it
have
done.
to cross literally all of the water
Yeah.
to get there, all
Yeah.
of it. Oh Jesus! Yeah, man, Australia's actually a really good answer to that. Number 6, favorite fruit. You're a workout guy. What's that one fruit, man? What you gotta pick one? Because usually when I pick this question, it sounds simplistic, but whenever I talk to people who like are very health conscious people, like to pick one fucking fruit, it's like an impossible task for fucking people. So what's your favorite fruit, sir?
Banana.
Banana.
It's a berry. No, strawberry.
It goes with everything.
Strawberry's not a berry.
Strawberry is not a berry.
Seeds are on the outside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's
Ah,
real. It's
see?
true.
Education on my end here.
Banana's a berry. Yeah, peanut butter, fucking banana, and chocolate. That's like my main thing. Banana pancakes post-workout, shake with banana in it, something banana. And I will eat a banana in front of anyone. I don't give a shit.
Question number 7. We talked a lot about the road. Talked a lot about road trips. I don't know. I'm really hoping Iowa's not the answer, but your farthest drive. What was the longest you've ever really been on the road? Was it Iowa? And you said it was 14 hours.
14 hours. Well, 14 hours the GPS tells you, but with gas breaks and piss breaks and shit breaks and food breaks, I try to condense all those, like, kill those birds with one stone.
You take any stretch breaks, like you just to get the fuck out of the car for a second, or you just go right through?
It's all one stone. If I stop 4 times when I drive. I've stopped 4 times.
And if for someone who's done that drive a couple of times, you probably have the same routine spots where you stop.
Almost.
Like,
I usually just let it get till the gas starts getting pretty low.
Do you feel like all the way the fuck up right before you leave, or you just right?
And I hit they got that little like tracker thing in the screen of the car.
Yeah.
Where you start tripometer or whatever that thing is called,
right.
Odometer or whatever. But it tracks your time and distance and all that. And I'm like, by the time I land in Iowa, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This took me 19 and a half hours this time. Blew through that ride. But 1,000 miles to Iowa is the longest.
Question number 8: best Tom Cruise movie. Now he is in deep thought on this.
Minority Report.
Oh, that was my answer too.
Yeah.
Minority Report. I like that one. That was good. Wow, we are really.
Or Tropic Thunder, close second.
Oh wow! I forgot he was even in that. Yeah, he was the big fat guy at the end.
The producer, right? The executive.
Yeah, that was the funniest he ever was. That was still.
That was like a breakout role for him.
Yeah, it was like, completely against character for him.
Yeah.
He just kind of went out there and did a bunch of shit. Oh man! Last question, question number 9, and I'm hoping this one's a lot more difficult than I think it will be for you. So I'm going to set the scene scenario for you, and then I'll ask you the question. You're in the WWE. You just mentioned earlier your band's going to be playing here in Brooklyn for SummerSlam. So I'm giving you the semi-main. Excuse me. I'm giving you the semi-main event of SummerSlam. It's for the Intercontinental Championship. It's you and your boy Seth Rollins. What's the stipulation? SummerSlam, well, usually this is the end-off. This is the payoff. What's the stipulation you'd want against Seth Rollins for the IC title?
The match will be, get this.
Okay.
And I robbed your mom match. We both have to rob each other's moms. Whatever items we can bring that we've robbed off of each other's moms is what we have to use.
All objects robbed from the other person's mother is legal match.
Yeah, it's got to be robbed. And,
they can't be given to you. Yeah. You have to steal it.
You have to be like it's like you got to film it yourself. Like get a GoPro, like Jackass style. Like, hi, I'm Ronnie Burton, and you're watching Jackass, and then I just rob Seth's mom.
I just rob Seth.
Like on the street.
Immediately after, I just rob her in the street.
Yeah, like in the street and just run away.
But it's taking place at Barclays, so you're robbing moms.
This is the build-up.
It's like on Atlantic Ave.
The build-up.
Yeah, okay. As you build towards SummerSlam, like periodically you steal more items.
Both come out with a big duffel bag and reveal what you've gotten.
So we don't even know yet.
No, you don't even know.
We don't even know yet. It's all going to be revealed.
Seth's mom's getting robbed like 5 times. I'm going to sneak in her house.
He's robbing your mom.
I'm going to steal her slippers while she's sleeping, then I'm going to super kick him with that slipper on.
Man.
That
is the one answer I was not anticipating.
I robbed your mom match.
You out-randomed me on the random as fuck questions.
Yeah.
That's a first. I tell you what, when I was thinking of questions and I came up with that question, I know the one question, the one stipulation you probably wouldn't want, which would probably be that 60-man Iron Man match. You wouldn't.
Not with Seth. No fucking way.
I was going to say.
10 minutes in, I'll be like, you got it, man. You can have that belt.
His hat in the
you can have it.
You wouldn't want to do 60 minutes with Seth Rollins, my friend. I know that for sure. And you trained with him, so
he'll do 60 minutes. I'll do 10 minutes.
Oh my God! What were your thoughts on that 62-minute performance on the Gauntlet? When
It was
you were
insane.
like,
It was awesome.
I don't think anyone saw it coming. He was just out there for
Oh, I
so
knew it.
long.
No, I knew it.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I knew. I was like,
He had
they're
a
giving
bug up his ass
I said,
that day,
they're
right?
giving
He
him
was like,
something.
yeah.
Something's happening here.
Once he got to like 20 minutes, you're like, all right.
Yeah, I was like, no, he's going for. I
he's
thought he was
feeling
going
it
to keep
right now,
going
yeah.
too. Like when he got out, I was like, wow, really?
They cut it short.
Yeah, I was like, I thought he was going to win the whole thing.
I think he was feeling great until Daniel did 74 minutes in Saudi Arabia, and he's like,
right?
fuck, come on.
Well,
I could have did 14 more minutes.
Yeah. Well,
oh, shit.
it's different. It's not in a Rumble.
Listen, Seth's was
It's
way
time
more.
on Raw.
Seth's 62 to me is more impressive than the 74 because 74 you could buy time,
One-on-one.
and that Royal Rumble you could buy time.
Yeah,
Seth
Royal Rumble, you
worked
could
for
sit
62
outside,
minutes. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan did work, but Seth
No, I mean
Seth-
he did more than the usual guy
Yeah.
that sits here and waits all day.
yeah,
But I mean Seth's 62 was impressive as fuck.
Right. yeah.
Oh,
He was
Jesus.
nonstop.
Yeah.
That is one thing about him. His endurance is fucking insane. And if anyone beats him in a physical challenge, he will not go home until he beats that. Like I've seen him.
He's that competitive.
Yeah,
huh?
he's very competitive. Like this one
Jeez.
guy, Joe Asa, who I've mentioned before, has
Yeah.
like a vertical leap of like 7 feet. It's just fucking insane. And he set up. Well, Seth was gone. He set up like boxes at the gym, and we filmed him doing this vertical leap, and sent it to Seth. And Seth was like, "It doesn't count. It doesn't count because this." Blah blah blah. He was so mad. He's so mad. Joe Asa beat him.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
You.
He wasn't stable when he landed.
Why do I feel like your impression of Seth Rollins has like a little Joe Pesci in it, just a little bit?
It's my New York. I can't kick. I can't get that Midwest accent.
Oh man, listen, it's been a blast. I've had a great time doing this. I hope you had a good
I had
time
so much
doing
fun.
this. This has been
I'm
amazing.
pumped up. I'm gonna go kick some ass tomorrow.
Yes, please do kick his ass. That way, you guys can go on Twitch and see that matchup
Yeah.
as soon as possible. Is there anything you'd like to plug specifically? I'm gonna put the social media stuff on the description
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So if
Yeah,
you don't feel
I
like
just
going
expanded my social media. I think I have a Facebook page that's not done yet, but there's one out there.
okay.
I have a Twitter now, which is at the heavy one.
At the heavy one.
I don't know if there's any underscores. I gotta check the underscores on there. And then I
Okay.
have the Ronnie Burton with underscores between everything on Instagram. That's the _Ronnie_Burton.
I follow you on all that stuff.
yeah.
So I'm going to be able to pull that stuff. What
And
about
then
Kings of the Ring?
Instagram, Kings of the Ring on Instagram is just Kings of the Ring. On Twitter and Facebook, it's Kings of the Ring LI, I believe, for those.
Long Island.
What else do I got? Capital. You're going to be on Twitch. There's like a million platforms you can watch Capital.
Yeah,
Pretty much
absolutely.
anything.
I am once
Just-
again a sponsor on this show coming up. So
Yeah.
just
Just
I
Go out
wanted
in
to
the
sponsor
street
your
and say
show.
Capital, and
Yeah.
an episode will pop up.
I wanted to sponsor your fucking match. You already had a fucking sponsor.
We have a
so-
sponsor? What's our sponsor?
I don't
know
remember.
about
He
sponsor.
said that your shit was already booked up. So I was like, all right, I'll
Maybe.
take the hot dog then. Fuck it.
Fine.
It's just because I don't know. I know you don't know, but I met the hot dog. I'm Mr. Starks. I met him when he was one of those kids in class, when he was in school and training and stuff like that, the FTW Academy a long time ago. And I feel like I've been doing this so long, like I either helped or discovered everyone in this fucking city by now
Yeah.
at some point. So I'm glad that everyone and most of and everyone that's been on this couch so far for the show has paid it forward by helping me out with the show. So
Yeah, man.
once again, thank
Forever
you.
in debt. And I am going to work on your song for you. I know I promised you a song.
Well, you know what? I wasn't going to mention that, but the theme song that I used for the opening of the show was given to me by another music friend of mine.
Oh, fine.
and
Go fuck yourself.
It
Then.
was an instrumental, okay? And I wanted something really cool and customized and catchy and stuff, and I know you were the perfect guy for that, and I hit you up. I think when this whole thing started, I hit you up originally,
Yeah.
but you've been we just talked about it for like an hour and a half. You're
I think
fucking
I was,
busy all
I
the
did,
time.
I was pulling my hair out doing a song for Capital. We did a
Oh.
song for their World War IV show. So at that time, I was like, yeah, and then
Doesn't need to be long, brother. My intro is
Yeah.
very simple. Like
I'll just
90
send you stuff.
seconds, and then
I'll
just
send you some riffs that you can use
let
in
me
the
know.
background of stuff.
Let me know
and
what's
ambient.
up, man. Yeah, I got commercials and stuff coming up. Hey, over
Get you a song with
I
lyrics.
got a with lyrics like the Shinsuke. Now I'm gonna give you straight lyrics now.
Also, another thing, stay tuned hopefully by the end of this year, but maybe early 2019, the Ronnie Burton album will be out.
Oh,
Putting that together.
I might have to have you back here again to push that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So I don't know if you heard. I think you heard a little bit at my beginning here, but when I put this whole thing together, it was just an outlet. Because when you had met me, I was kind of knee deep in the business. I was doing all kinds of shit, and with the school stuff, it kind of took over, and I really haven't done much. So the show has kind of been my way to kind of stay somewhat involved. Yeah, you need that outlet and all that stuff. But I didn't think it'd be doing all this shit, dude. 1,100 downloads, 8 different countries, and it's like it's doing stuff,
and
bro.
This is the first few months, right?
Yeah, I mean, 7 months. October.
Yeah.
Listen, those first few months were deadly. I wasn't doing shit, and then I think what really started is the interviews. Like I started getting on people's radars because I was doing interviewing all these people.
Those guys are exposing it to their people.
Yeah. And people were getting a taste, and they were just like, so they would kind of get into it. So whenever I have somebody on, I just, from the bottom of my heart, man, just thank you for coming out. Because I know it's not easy for people to come to the house, but it's, I think it's a better experience. I think it's more fun to do it face to face and go back and forth, and I think it really shows on here. So thank you for coming out.
Like I said, thank you for having me. We've said it all. We could probably do 3 more shows with me.
I can fucking bullshit with anybody, man. Let's do it. I know you have so much shit going on. So thank you for coming out. For those of you listening again, just before I head out of here, if you don't already know, ajorum.podbean.com is where you can catch the main episode. This is where I upload all my shit. It's through Podbean. It feeds out into the other platforms: iTunes, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio app, Google Play Music, Castbox.fm, and now officially as of tonight, Listen Notes it's a podcast blog that did an interview with me, and they're really helping out the show, and they're promoting it and putting shit out. You're actually going to be the first episode that streams new content for Listen Notes. This interview here, so. For those of you in France who downloaded Mike Law, please download Ronnie Burton's episode as well, because I'm sure King of the Rings would love to have a European tour.
You got an Australia download yet?
Yeah, Australia. No, I haven't gotten Australia just yet. When I do, this is going to be the episode that gets there, because I'm going to push it out there and make sure that happens. And when they do, they're probably going to report the fucking video, because you just shit on them now about all the animals trying to kill them. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, Jackson.
Anyway. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for downloading. And especially thank you guys for enjoying. This is ajorsini. We will catch you next week.
Yeah.
At my house. Listen to my daddy so. Or see the extra line.